All right, Joanne, Linda, thank you both for coming inside. The reason I ask you in here is, most people don't want to spend any more time than they have to at a car dealership. And one of the quickest ways for me to make sure I can get you all the information you want and get you on your way, if that's what you choose to do, is to ask some questions, let you guys do all the talking, and if you don't mind, I'm going to take notes. And if nothing else, this will save us a ton of time, not just today, but it'll save you a ton of time in your overall shopping process too. It takes about 10 minutes. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. What are you guys driving right now?
Toyota Corolla.
Okay. And what year is that Toyota Corolla?
2010.
Okay. Now, will you be replacing that vehicle, or are you guys adding one to the household?
Replacing.
Replacing? Okay. Notice how I didn't say trading it. I said replacing it. The reason I said replace is because people are taught not to tell the salesperson they're trading a car. Okay? All right, until the very end.
Right.
All right, so you're going to be replacing. And what I might say right now is, look, don't know how you're planning on replacing it. Would you mind if we bid on it, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, who wouldn't want me bidding on it?
Sure.
All right? All right, by the way, have you guys visited the Curry Honda website yet?
I have.
Okay.
I've been intrigued.
Okay. All right, have you talked to anybody here before, either on the telephone or email back and forth with anyone, or ever bought a car here or anything? Now, okay, why do I want to do this? I want to find out early on if they've been talking to somebody, if they've been emailing with somebody upstairs or talking to somebody on the phone. Number one, I don't want to steal somebody else's customer. Number two, I don't want to waste a lot of time with somebody else's customer either. Okay, so yeah, because oftentimes people will have forgotten that they emailed somebody and had an email string going back and forth. They will have forgotten that they talked to somebody on the phone. So I just asked the question. All right, so you've not talked to anybody here before. All right. Now, you visited our website. Have you been on any other automotive websites?
Yes.
Which ones?
Car.com.
Cars.com, okay. That's a great site. I mean, they got tons and tons of inventory on there. And here you'll find out if they've been to KBB or the Black Book website or NADA or Edmunds,
Yeah,
or
if they want to say.
you know what? If they want to say. But most of them aren't so sophisticated. If you ask the right questions, they'll give you the right answers. Okay? All right, now, what vehicles are you guys interested in exploring today?
And Accord, right?
The Accord? So you're going to step up in size a bit. Okay, good. Any reason you guys are looking at a larger car?
More room.
More room? Okay. Has there been any change in your family? Have you added anybody to the family?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Dogs, cats, or anything like
A
that?
dog and a daughter.
Okay, a dog and a daughter. All right. How old's your daughter?
She'll be 4.
She'll be 4, and her name is?
Ada.
A-D? A-D-A. Ada. What a pretty name. And how about the dog? I don't care how old the dog is. What's the dog's name?
What's his name?
Do you have a dog?
No.
Okay, we'll put Rover.
Puppy.
Rover.
Rover?
Okay, but you see, I learned stuff. Okay, now when I'm doing the presentation of the car, I'd be out there. I said, now which side will Ada's car seat be on?
Right, passengers.
Okay, now that makes a difference as opposed to where would your kid sit? You know, and if someone has a dog or someone has a cat, dog lovers and cat lovers, I mean, they'll love you if you know their dog's name, and how well would Rover be happy with this car? You know, that kind of thing. All right. What other vehicles are you considering beside the Accord?
Yes, I sedan.
Camry.
Okay.
Camry and Maxima. Altima.
Okay. Both good cars. Okay. But now I'm making mental notes. I'm going to have to do some product comparisons now. Okay. I'm already formulating. Well, I can see. Well, Steve, we really like the Accord, but we have to go look at the Camry and the Altima before we make our decision. So I'm going to be prepared for that. And the only reason I'm going to be prepared is because I'm asking the right questions now. Okay? All right. Now, what vehicles have you driven so far? Have you driven the new Camry or the new Altima yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay, good. Let's see. More information there. So they haven't driven those cars yet.
Which they're going to.
Okay, that's a not applicable. Oh, they're not going to either.
Mm.
Because we're going to make such a great presentation of the dealership
But they won't have to?
and the Accord. Plus, I'm going to be able to give them competitive information
Okay.
on the Camry and the Altima. So I'm going to help them buy.
Okay,
Okay?
gotcha.
Do you really think people want to go to 3 different dealerships, meet 3 different car salespeople, and go through 3 different sales processes?
I know.
No, nobody does.
Mhm.
They do because we treat them so poorly. All right. Now, how many miles a year will you drive this
50.
your new car? About 15. Okay. And how many miles are on the Corolla right now?
80.
80,000. Okay, so you drive what people typically in Atlanta drive.
Mhm.
All right. And now, who will be the primary driver?
He is.
Okay. So it'll be Jovan. All right. And you'll be driving it from time to time as well, though?
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm going to guess that everybody that's involved in the selection process is here, unless Ada's going to be involved. Will Ada be involved in the selection process? Okay, so everybody's here. You'll carry a passenger, Ada, and you've got a dog, so Rover will be a passenger as well. Okay, primary use of your new vehicle, what will it be?
Personal.
Okay, personal?
Mhm.
Now, Jovan, will you drive this to and from work then?
Yeah.
Okay, and how far is your commute?
10.
10 miles?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. There's no commute at all here in Atlanta, is it?
Mhm.
What do you do? You see how these
Sales.
things... Okay, sales. All right, good, good. And then I would ask what kind of stuff. You see how things flow, okay? These questions aren't on there, by the way, but they're natural, okay? Personal use. Drive it to and from work because you're going to be the driver. Commute's 10 miles. Wow, that's a short commute, relatively speaking. What do you do? See how it's a natural
You
conversation.
just added those 2, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what happens is you learn, and by the way, somebody says, what order you do it in? I don't give a shit. I mean, who cares? I mean, you could start down here if you want to. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's no order, but each one of these questions is designed to give you information that will help you help the customer buy a car. All right, now, what did y'all like best about the Corolla?
Gas.
Okay,
Yes.
fuel economy?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. These days, that's important. What else?
Low cost of maintenance.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay, anything else?
That's it. That's it.
Okay. What do you dislike about it? Size?
Size.
Okay.
Size.
A little bit small, so it's too small. Okay. What else?
Mm.
Does it have?
Interior features. Wish it had more.
It's a little
Doesn't have a
sparse.
sunroof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
It's not fully equipped.
Okay. Well, I tell you what we like to do around here. I'd actually draw this out. What we like to do for our customers is, we want to
Budget?
stay within your budget.
Okay.
All right. So we like to find cars, that fit in your budget, that have everything
Needs.
that you need,
And wants.
and as much as we can squeeze in on the one side. Okay. So when we get to, we'll talk more about that in just a few minutes.
Okay.
All right. Now, if we were giving away cars today, we're not, but if we were,
Okay.
what one color wouldn't you take even if it was free? The color you hate the most.
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay, so if we were giving away
I
a
agree.
yellow car, you wouldn't get one. Okay.
I would take it for free. Yeah.
Well, most people say that.
Yeah.
And are you looking for a lighter or a darker color, preferably?
Darker.
Okay, darker colors would be your preference. All righty. Where did you purchase the Corolla, new or used?
Used.
Used. Okay. And what sort of fuel economy do you get right now with the Corolla?
32.
32. Yeah.
32. Okay, 2 combined. Okay. Where'd you purchase the Corolla?
It was a local dealer.
Okay. What dealer?
World Toyota.
World Toyota, WT, okay. How's the experience?
Really great.
You know what, we don't hear that very often, and it's sort of nice to hear. Tell me, what made it great? Now, I'm going to write this down. What made it great?
They had what we want, and I mean, process was really smooth. Like we were in and out in 30 minutes.
So, fast is important. Okay, good. See,
And they gave us a big discount.
fast and a big discount. Okay, I'm with you. All right. Anything else about the process or the experience that you enjoyed, or any parts of it that you didn't like?
No,
The salesperson was nice.
Okay. Is your salesperson nice today?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Now, once you decided to buy that vehicle, it was. You guys are you in the mood for new or used this time around?
Used.
Used.
Used, yeah.
Okay.
Slightly used.
Okay. Maybe even certified.
Yes.
Okay. See, there was a question I was going to ask here. Okay.
You just answered without you asking.
Well, no. What I did was before I asked it,
Okay.
I needed to find out if you were new or used primarily. All right, because the question reads like this. Did the dealer or manufacturer provide you any goods or services after the sale which you did not have to pay for? Now, that question is still going to apply depending upon the type of car that you pick out. If we end up finding a certified Honda Accord, well, I'm going to be able to let you know that your first oil change is free and that your tire rotations for the life of the vehicle are free. Okay? But if you picked out let's say we end up having a Camry out there that you liked, well, we don't do that we only do that for Honda products here. Okay, so I just circle that question, and I'll come back to it later if I need it. All right, the Corolla, when you bought it, how much was that car?
10,500.
10,500. Okay. And your monthly payment right now?
It was bought cash.
Okay. All right. So when you bought the Corolla, you paid cash for it. Did you have a trade involved?
No.
Okay. No trade. Paid cash. All right. Do you want to pay cash again?
No.
Okay. Well, you're in great shape because obviously there's no lien on your car. Okay. So you're in terrific shape. So no, that's not applicable. Not buzz. No. All right, today, what's more important? Finding the perfect vehicle or finding the vehicle that can save you the most money?
Save the most money.
Okay. Okay. Now, does the Corolla have all of its service records since you took ownership?
Yes. Everything's
Okay.
up to date.
All right. Now, let me ask you a question. If we ended up having a Honda Accord that was new, but because of some special rate incentives or even some lease opportunities, we could get you guys into for a fairly low monthly payment, would you be prospects to just take a look at something like that as opposed to just looking at used?
You decide.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now and only now do I get down to the email, cell phone, home phone number, work phone number, and really customer information. All right. Why have I waited so long for this? Because most people start out with, spell your last name, where do you live, what's your telephone number?
That just breaks down the...
Well, we've had a conversation.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm at the bottom here. Okay, I told you earlier that we wanted to make sure that we got all of your needs fit into your budget. and as many of the wants as we can. You've got a budget. If you're planning on financing this one, I'm going to guess you've been thinking about a monthly budget. Have you got one of those? And what is that?
300.
300. Okay. So right now, you know, I can do the mental. I can do it mentally, but I'm going, all right. They have 10,500. I mean, they bought a car for 10,500. The Corolla's probably going to be worth around 6 or 7, so they've got a great big down payment. 300. Okay, I'm already.
No, I'd say too much. 200.
But see, I'm already figuring. But early on in your career, just let your managers help you. You know, before you pick out a car for them, take this up to your managers and say, all right, here's what I've got. Now, let's talk about your needs in your next car. All right, the Accord. You need 4 doors.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to guess here in Atlanta you need air conditioning.
Yes.
Okay, you need a steering wheel, right? You're going to get that. All right, what else do you need in a car? For example, fuel economy is important. I'm going to guess you probably would need a 4-cylinder as opposed to a 6-cylinder,
Yes,
correct?
definitely.
Okay, because even though you've got a race car YouTube site, you're not going to race this car. Okay, so 4-cylinder. Okay, what else?
Family car.
What's your feeling about leather?
Leather's nice.
Okay.
It's not a want.
Okay, so
It's not
well,
a
that would be a want as opposed to a need.
Yes.
So if we could squeeze leather in, great. But if not,
Doesn't need it.
how about moonroof?
Don't need it, but it's a want.
Okay. You're going to want an AM/FM radio.
Yes.
Okay. You want the
Automatic.
automatic. Okay, automatic transmission. Good, good. Okay. And how about a iPod hookup or something like that?
Sure.
Okay. Is that I tell you, I'm going to put that over on the want side. How about Bluetooth? Be nice.
Yeah.
Put it on the
That's a
want.
want.
Okay. Power windows, power door locks.
Yes.
I think with
Everything
Ada.
electric.
Yeah, I think you definitely want power windows and power door locks because I don't think there's any cars that come without them. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. You guys have given me a tremendous amount of information here. What I'm going to go do is I'm going to go check with our inventory control person and see what we've got that will get everything that you want as much as we can for what you need and then one over here. But I tell you what, before I do that, why don't we go out and take a look at your Corolla? And then I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go and tomorrow what I'll do is I'll take you all out to my car and I'll show you. Well, you'll learn. You'll do it to me. All right. In fact, all I'll have you do is just go right down through here. In fact, we can do part of it right now. Before we go out to your car, you're not the original owner, correct? You said the service records were available. Has the Corolla ever been in an accident, or okay? No insurance claim ever filed?
Nope.
Okay. Anyone ever smoked in your vehicle? Okay. Do you have an extended service agreement on the vehicle? Okay. It doesn't have navigation, does it? So it doesn't apply. Do you have the date of your last major service that cost $200 or more?
No.
Okay. Do you have both sets of keys for it?
Yeah.
Okay. And you do have a free and clear title?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, well, let's go out and take a look at it. And by the way, while we're out there, I want you to tell me all the good stuff, okay? Believe me, the guys that we have that bid on these cars, they're going to find anything that's wrong with it, so don't worry about pointing all that stuff out to me. I want you guys to tell me the good stuff. Fair enough?
Yeah.
And then when I get out there, I'll say, Debbie, I had the oil change regularly. I went, oh, that's good. You write that down. Because, look, I want them to like me. I don't want to trash their car. I don't want to call it a piece of shit. Even if it is. I want them to like me, so I'm not going to talk bad about their car. Okay? So then I would go out, I'd bring them back in, and I'd go take this to my manager and say, all right, boss,
That's what we got. That's what they
this is what we got. What do you suggest? Unless you already know. You should have a good frame of reference. For you, Linda, it'll take a little bit longer. Or they may be telling you, they said they wanted an Accord. Now, they're going to have a good down payment here. If he said $200 a month, I would almost have to go used on it. Okay, but if he said 300, shoot, I might be able to get him into into a used car, a new car. One thing that most salespeople don't do very well.
But they're not really gonna say that.
Well,
You agree with me?
well, no, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. Say, look, well, remember how I asked the question?
Usually, Mission Impossible.
No. No, it's all in how you ask it.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember, I mean, first of all, all I did was let them talk all the way down through here. Okay? I learned Ada's name. I learned Rover's name. I learned that they had a great experience at World Toyota. I learned that they wanted to do it fast. I learned that they, got a big discount. I learned that they thought the salesperson was nice. They paid $10,500 for it. They paid cash. This time they want to finance. So I learned a lot of stuff. Okay, so when I say, look, I mean, if you guys are going to finance this time, I'm sure you have a monthly payment in mind that you'd like to, keep it around. And if they said 200, I would say, look, if we found a car that had everything you wanted on it, was low miles, was certified, so it had a factory warranty, and it cost you $1.66 more a day than you planned on, which would be $50 a month, would that work?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I mean, this is advanced selling here. Who taught you how to sell at Rosenthal?
The Kernet, Steve Kernet? Kernet?
Is he a
Steve Kernet? You know?
no? Is he a trainer there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's a
In-house trainer.
He's a pro.
He's a pro.
He's a pro.
Old school.
Very old guy.
Okay, a very old school. Well,
Old school as well.
you can be old. I know.
You can check him on YouTube. He have a bunch of videos, more than 100,000 views. He's like
Spell his name for me.
Steve. I need.
Okay.
I'm not really sure, but his name is really.
Krint.
Like
There's no vowels in there.
Kernet. I don't remember.
KRN.
If you go to YouTube, you'll find him.
I will.
You'll find him, and he's amazing. He have one training 80-20, call 80-20. We spend all day. After that training, I feel like I wanna fly, and that's the best training I ever had in my entire life. And I don't know where he did the research and where he found those information, but whoever visited that training, like born again.
Really?
Change it, not just the way that you look at the world. Change your private life. In your private life, where you're doing things. The guy is amazing.
My.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to bring the camera over here, and I'm going to have you go first. Okay.
We're gonna do the same thing. Okay. Please help me out.
Well, this is called practice. There's no pressure here, because if we screw anything up, it doesn't cost us any money.